We're nearly there. We've just about wrapped up all of the derivative rules. I've just got one more for you that combines together the chain rule with the power rule and allows us to simplify some of the solutions that we worked together most recently. As you may have noticed, a lot of the times that we have nested functions, those functions are nested within a power. And so we can actually use the power rule on a function chain presented here to make life easier for us. So to calculate the derivative of u to the power of n, we can calculate du dx and then bring out in front n and u with this familiar looking power rule here, and that's it. Let's look at some numbers so that you can see how this works. So let's say we have y is equal to 3x plus 1 squared. So in this case here, we do have a nested function, but instead of thinking about this as two separate functions, we can use the power rule on a function chain to skip some steps and only calculate a single derivative. So u is what we're going to call 3x plus 1 here. We can very quickly calculate the derivative du dx, that's equal to 3. And now we don't need to worry about y is equal to u squared. Let's just worry about this n term. So we can use the power rule on a function chain down here. So I've just copied and pasted it here. And we can substitute in the values. So we've got du dx, which is equal to 3. And in front of that, we have nu to the power of n minus 1. So u is u, 3x plus 1. And our original n was 2. So 2 minus 1 is to the power, means that we're now multiplying u to the power of just 1. And that n comes out in front, n equals 2 comes out in front here as well. You can simplify some things here, so 3x plus 1 to the power of 1 is still just 3x plus 1. And then we can multiply the 2 in. 2 times 3x is 6x, 2 times 1 is 2. And we can multiply even further, because now we have 6x plus 3 is 18x, and 2 times 3 is 6. So the final answer is 18x plus 6. To test your comprehension of the power rule on the function chain, you can go back to the exercises that we did earlier and redo questions 3, 4, and 5, now using the power rule on the function chain, and you should see that that makes performing these computations a little bit easier. Cool, we're done with covering the derivative rules that allow us to take a broad range of situations and calculate by hand with paper and pencil or a whiteboard what the derivative is. But coming up next, we're going to talk about automatic differentiation, which allows us to use computers to do the same kind of thing automatically.